Hey y'all, today we're going to discuss Vitex. This is what it looks like. It has really pretty little blue flowers. They have sort of a unique shape. Let's see that. The leaves, they're five-leaved. Almost looks like a marijuana leaf, I guess, but it's smooth edge, not jagged. And of course, the flowers are unique to this plant. It grows in big woody bushes. Um, Very commonly used landscape plant. This plant, Agnus castra is the Latin name, also known as chasteberry or chastebush. Reason for that is back in the Middle Ages, monks used to take the seeds of this plant or the berries of this plant and eat them to help decrease their libido. Now, what does that tell us? That tells us this has an effect on hormones. And Vitex is actually one of our most important herbs for female reproductive health, hormone balance, and pretty common. This is planted in landscaping throughout. And what's nice about the American South where I live is we get hot enough so it does actually form the berries where you get the seeds. This is the time of year to identify it, okay? But when you harvest it, you're looking for the fruit of the plant. So this is not the time of year to harvest it, but it is the time to identify it. Go around scouting these. The berries, the seeds, they dry, they just stay on there for months. So make a little plant map, we call it, scout for locations and make note of where they are. And this fall and even winter, all through the winter, you can be gathering these. I'll go ahead and read a little bit from Plants for the Future because this is a very complex herb. It has really unique actions on the hormones. So, Plants for a Future, naturalmedicinalherbs.net, says Agnus cassis, that's Vitex, has been used for thousands of years for its beneficial effect on the female hormonal system. Modern research has confirmed this use, the seeds being used to restore balance functioning to the female reproductive system. The seeds and fruits are anaphrodisiac, that means the opposite of aphrodisiac, also aphrodisiac. We'll get into why that is in just a minute, but basically this is a hormone balancing herb, so it could have an effect either way, decreasing sexual desire or increasing sexual desire. Um, or it may not affect it at all. It just totally depends on the individual and their hormones. This is what we would call an energetic herb. It's going to act differently depending on the person who takes it. You know, if you think of herbs, they're not so much they're not so much nutritive. They aren't vitamins. Basically, they nudge the system one way or another. You're trying to bring it back into balance, and this is one of these herbs that has that energetic effects of balancing. Let's see, it's also galactagogue, which means it increases milk production, ophthalmic, sedative, stomatic, good for women's complaints. All right, prolonged usage restores corpus luteum function. Let's see, the berries of this plant have a range of medicinal actions, but possibly the most important is the ability to rectify hormonal imbalances caused by an excess of estrogen and an insufficiency of progesterone. It acts upon the pituitary gland. A word, I'm getting tongue-tied today. This herb acts upon the pituitary gland. Let's see, and I lost my place. All right. Yes, reducing the production of certain hormones and increasing the production of others, shifting the balance in favor of gestogens. Thus, it has a wide application in uses of malfunctions of the female reproductive system and has been used with great effect in restoring absent menstruation, regulating heavy periods, oh, restoring fertility when this is caused by a hormonal imbalance, relieving premenstrual tension, and easing the change of the menopause. It's a very popular herb for really women in all stages of life up through menopause. So it's one, you're going to want to look for. It's one you probably want to grow in your yard because it's obviously a very pretty plant. And like I said, it's a woody bush. It's not one of those little herbs we're looking for on the ground. Um, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. It just goes on to state why it has that anaphrodisiac or aphrodisiac property. But the fresh berries are pounded into a pulp and used in the form of a tincture for the relief of paralysis, pains in the limbs, and weakness. So it also has those uses. And those are uses that you don't often read about or hear about. So anyway, this is an herb. Look for it now. Um, Plant it in your landscape if possible. Find it in somebody else's landscape because it is a nice ornamental. But remember, um, for what we call female complaints and issues, of which I am by no means an expert, this is one of those really important and powerful herbs. Another one is dong quai. If you look up those two herbs, dong quai, that's a Chinese angelica basically, and Vitex, Agnus castus, you're going to find a lot of information on how this can be helpful. If you need that for yourself or a family member, definitely look into it. If you are a woman or you're helping care for a woman, look into this herb because it is underutilized and really powerful hormonal balancer. But like I said, it is energetic and it's not going to be appropriate in all situations. So check this one out, and I will see you next week.